Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, viewers. Welcome to this series of video in which we are showing you how we can develop a automated, customizable system for the quiz making, auto generation of quiz. So we have a focus on SALogic, for which this is the source in the YouTube. If you type SALogic, you will get plenty of stuff, algebraic solutions, and they are covered, and theoretically how these are, and practically also, these are solved, and these are shown very nicely by the presenters. Okay, so our agenda is to focus on the Excel, the use of Excel to get the answer of a given equation, right? So for the moment, we have in our we have two of the equation which we solved in a couple of previous videos. Okay, so now the stage is we are in the stage in which we can update these things in our database. Where is our database? I show you. Yeah, this is our database, and in which we click on first of all, let me close the macro, since the macro is in a it is in a debug mode, so that's why the double click didn't work. Okay, so now when we double click on it, so it keeps on looking up the bit images. These are the actual bit images which are being looked up from the database and presented to the to attempt the answer. The answer is also in the database. If the chosen answer is right, so it is giving, the system is going to give you the mark. Otherwise, you will be deducted. For there is a negative marking as well. Okay, so this is the database which we want to update with the SALogic presented questions. Means the questions which are presented by the SALogic, right? This one, right? So we want to update the letter. So before we go for the update, one thing is advisable for us, that how would the system know that where is the database located? Hmm? How would it know that this is the file in which we have the database sheet, and here it has to append the record in the bottom, the first available uh, row, and put the image in here, so that and put the all the choices. So it has to generate the choices. Of one has to be the right answer as well, right? So this is a logic which has to be developed, and the first thing is that how would the system know that this is the file name of where we want the updation into the database, right? So how would it know? So for this, we are going to, there are different ways of doing it. So let's go to the VBA and insert a form. One way of doing is that we insert a form in our uh, so we are supposed to be in SALogic, right? So this will take you to the right book, right? So this is the right book. Uh, okay, 426, right? And in here we have these modules, right? These are the modules which are being executed. Okay, so we insert a form in here, a user form. So such a form should appear, and what should it have? So you have these toolbox. So let's add a edit box. This is a text box, maybe, or you can have a combo as well. Hmm? You can have a combo list of combo. Where this is a combo box or the list box or the text box, right? So we would be needing a combo box is better, because there may be multiple versions of the database files which you might want. So using a combo box would be more purposeful, right? So let's use it. So this way we use the combo box. Okay, the combo box is ready with you. Okay, okay. So this will get all the files listed in it, and you will say, this is my database. The user will point out that he wants the updation in this uh, database, so file, in this file. Okay, so we press F4 to get to the properties, and we'll change the caption here from label 1 we write it. It's a database location, DB location, for example. This is it. Okay. So that's it. So it's a DB location, and here you are going to select the DB, the file which you want to your system to treat it as a database to be updated. Of course, that file has to have a sheet called database and a sheet called quiz, right? So these are, and once this is it, so it will open. It will open by clicking off a button, right? So let's add a command button here. So this will start the process, and this command button caption can also be changed as say, you can say proceed. Okay. 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 As soon as you say you enter something in here, so and then you say proceed, so it will take this location as a basis. On this basis, it is going to put all these questions into the database sheet and write. Okay. And you can also want okay, you can also uh, say to immediately to go to the quiz sheet. Sometime you may need not to process everything, just go to the quiz sheet. Okay, so here we will change the caption it as I view the quiz. Okay, go to the quiz. Go to quiz. Go to quiz. Okay, so this will do nothing, only it will try to attempt to the quiz, right? Okay, so proceed or go to quiz can be the two actions which we want to do. And what else? And we type uh, the we try to add all the files which can be used as a DB location, right? So we will bring all the files in here, right? Okay. Another thing we can do is local path. Okay. Let's add one more thing in here. Say Control B. So that is the path, the file path, right? So this is here the caption will be changed to file path, DB path, DB file path. Okay. So this is again going to be it's normal edit box, text box. We say this. This is the text box. Let's shorten it so that mm, make it short appropriately. Okay. And this is our DB path, which is the first thing we would like to note. As soon as the form is loaded, the path should come in here. Okay, so let's start populating it. So that's and also the user form name can also be changed, right? You can say the title of uh, this user form can be this is your this is the caption. Mm. So instead of user form, you can say that uh, SALogic, or you can say that quiz customizer system. Okay, quiz customization system. Right. So this is our title. This is our file path. This is going to be the databases, possible databases which you want to select from, and then you can proceed into it. Okay. So the first thing first, that is the file path. So how do we know? Well, if we play it, right? So it will appear like this. Okay. This will appear like this. Okay. So what we do here, that as soon as it appears, so it should appear with the information of the database file path automatically. Okay, so let's see how to do this. We go to the code of the form code, right? This is the form click. We don't want the click event. We want the initialize event. As soon as the form is initialized, so we remove this unwanted click event. So as soon the user form is initialized, we want what? The path. So say pth is equal to this workbook dot path. Simple. Okay. So or you can say you want this to be where you want this to be here. So which is a text box 1, right? This is the text box 1. Okay. So we will say you can name it. You can name it that the, the text box. The name of this text box. It's always good to have some meaningful name in here. Right? Say uh, TBX for the text box, and it is for the file path. File path. Now, wherever we want to refer this, so we will say text box file path. Okay, so this will make our code readable, and so we will remove this unwanted code. This is there. In the initialization, we say as soon as the form initialize, so we say text box file path dot text is equal to pth. Yeah, that's it. You can straight away use you can, instead of using two statement, you can write a single statement. But you see, you can use like this, right? Only this command will also, let's remove this temporarily. Then I will show you that why this is important for code writers. You have to see that if this part you foresee that this is going to be used in other parts of the program. So sometimes you would like to add a variable, take this information in a variable so that whenever it is required, so you don't have to write the whole this is the tags and then just use the public variable. And so wherever you say pth, the pth would mean this workbook path. Okay, so that's why we are using two statement to perform these things. Otherwise, it is possible that we do it in a single statement. Okay, so let's see and run it. So as you can see that it tells you the DB file path, which is here. But this path is not a local path. It's not a local path. It's what? It's a OneDrive path. So we want to convert this local path to be in a local path. How to do this? So what we are going to do here is that we have a function in here that is called addressee. Yeah, address local, right? So this is going to be, so if you see address local function, you can call, we have been calling it in our project. If you wherever we need this function, so we can use this one. Okay, so local path is like this, and so what we do is pth, what the pth which we are doing, we are going to do like this. Okay? So that will become the right way of getting the pay. So there it gets the local path. So this way you will know what is the importance, how the Google Drive function path is converted into the local path, right? So previously it was coming HTTP address. Now using this function, the PTH will take you to. So let's show it. Okay? So you will see now this is not a URL HTTP address. It is a local drive. That this is the path on which you can through which you can call this information. This is the local path, right? Okay, so let's have it. This is the closing, and now using this DB path, all the files in this location can be chosen as a DB location so that the files should be populated in this. Okay, we will do it in our upcoming video. Thank you very much for joining. And stay tuned to our this series of video. We will learn a lot. We will have the chance to explore more and more powers of Excel, with which we do the more automation and do the things which is going to save a lot of efforts for you. And with the click of button, you will be saving the time. Okay, thank you very much.